What's up, Dub Nation? Before we dive into the latest Golden State Warriors news, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything about our team. This helps a lot and ensures you always get the videos firsthand. Now, let's get to the updates. What would you do if you knew that Jimmy Butler's arrival at the Golden State Warriors could be the key factor in bringing the team back to the top of the NBA? After a streak of losses and many doubts about the franchise's future, Butler's arrival seems to have given the team a new identity. And the numbers don't lie. In the 20 games he has played, the Warriors have racked up 16 wins and only 4 losses, an impressive record that has reignited hopes of contending for the title. And if there's one player who knows how to elevate his game in the playoffs, it's Stephen Curry. But will he be able to lead the Warriors to another championship alongside Butler? The answer may lie in the immediate impact Butler has had on the team. The Warriors' official social media account highlighted a historic achievement. Butler became the first player in franchise history to reach 300 points, 100 rebounds, and 100 assists in his first 20 games with the team. This accomplishment not only showcases his efficiency, but also reinforces the immediate impact he has made. And if anyone still had doubts about his influence on the court, the numbers help clear them up. This season, Butler is averaging 17.3 points, 6.1 rebounds, and 6.3 assists per game. His presence is not just offensive but also defensive, in addition to being one of the team's primary playmakers. His versatility makes him an essential piece in Steve Kerr's system, who knows that to dream of the title, he must maximize Butler's potential. The trade that brought Butler to the Warriors from the Miami Heat was one of the most strategic moves of the season. At first, there were doubts about how he would fit into the team's playing style, but the answer came quickly. He has become a key piece in the team's aspirations. Today, the Warriors sit in 7th place in the Western Conference with a record of 41 wins and 31 losses, just 2.5 games behind the Los Angeles Lakers, who hold the 4th spot. This means that with a strong run, the Warriors could secure an even better position for the playoffs. A win against the New Orleans Pelicans in the next game could be an important step in this climb. With Butler and Curry leading the team, fans' expectations are rising. After all, could Golden State be on the verge of surprising everyone again and becoming a strong title contender? And while the Warriors focus on the final stretch of the season, the NBA rumor mill is heating up with potential roster moves. One name that has been linked to the team is Aaron Nesmouth, a player for the Indiana Pacers. At 25 years old, he has been a crucial piece for the Pacers, averaging 11.5 points, 3.8 rebounds, and an impressive 43.9% shooting from three-point range. His efficiency from long distance and overall shooting percentage of 62.7% make him an extremely valuable offensive weapon. For a team like Golden State, which thrives on floor spacing and the dynamic play of Curry, adding a player like Nesmouth could be exactly what's needed to take the team to the next level. In addition to being an elite shooter, he is a solid defender capable of guarding multiple positions and contributing intensively within Steve Kerr's system. And the most interesting part is that at just 25 years old, he still has plenty of room to grow. His arrival could strengthen the Warriors' transition into a new phase, alongside young talents like Brandon Podziemski and Quinton Post. The question is, how could Golden State make this trade happen? A plausible deal could involve sending Buddy Hield and Trace Jackson-Davis to Indiana. Hield, a veteran with great shooting accuracy, could provide the Pacers with an immediate offensive impact. Meanwhile, Jackson-Davis, a young center with potential, would have more opportunities to develop in Indiana's system. This move would make sense for the Warriors, who would acquire a reliable wing with excellent shooting efficiency. For the Pacers, the trade would help balance their roster, especially with the potential contract extension for Miles Turner, which could exceed $30 million per year. Keeping talents like Andrew Nembhard, T.J. McConnell, Aaron Nesmouth, and Obi Toppin could become financially unfeasible for Indiana, opening the door for negotiations. However, the competition for Nesmouth is expected to be fierce. The Warriors will need to decide whether they are willing to include draft picks to make the trade happen. If they manage to land him, they would be adding a player who fits perfectly into their system, strengthening the defense and securing a reliable shooter alongside Curry. With the final stretch of the season approaching and the Warriors fighting for a better playoff position, any reinforcement could be crucial. If Nesmouth does end up in Golden State, he might be the missing piece to transform a team battling for a direct playoff spot into a true championship contender. With the Warriors fighting to secure a more favorable position in the playoffs, every detail could make a difference. The arrival of Jimmy Butler has already shown that the team has a new lease on life and could surprise in the final stretch. But is that enough? The search for reinforcements like Aaron Nesmouth could be the key to adding even more depth to the roster and solidifying the team as a real threat in the Western Conference. And the fit of Nesmouth with the Warriors is intriguing. His ability to space the floor would open even more opportunities for Curry and Butler to shine. The ball movement and dynamic offense of the Warriors rely heavily on shooters who can punish defenses that double Curry. It's in this scenario that Nesmouth fits perfectly. Not only would he help ease the offensive load, but he would also contribute defensively, something essential for a team that has struggled with perimeter defense. The question now is, are the Warriors willing to make that investment? And more than that, is Nesmouth the player who can truly take the team to a new level? If we look at history, the Warriors have always known how to find pieces that fit their system, whether through the draft or strategic trades. The style of play based on movement and long-range shooting requires players who understand floor spacing and know how to make quick decisions. Nesmouth has already shown he possesses these traits. Now it's up to Golden State to decide if it's worth investing in him to further strengthen the roster. As speculation continues, on the court, the team must keep winning. The game against the New Orleans Pelicans, for example, is a real test. A win would not only boost the team's confidence but could also bring them closer to a privileged position in the playoffs. Every game from now on carries immense weight, and the Warriors know that any slip-up could be costly. Speaking of playoffs, Butler's presence in the postseason could be the missing factor for the team to get back into the title chase. If there's one player who raises his level when it matters most, it's him. His competitive mindset and experience in clutch moments make him a key player for any team wanting to be a champion. In recent years, we've seen how he was able to carry the Miami Heat in impressive playoff runs. Now, alongside Curry and under Steve Kerr's leadership, he might be about to write a new chapter of success in his career. But for that to happen, the Warriors need to ensure the team is in its best form as the regular season comes to a close. And that involves maintaining a high level of performance in the upcoming games and perhaps reinforcing the roster with new pieces. The front office has already shown that they're not afraid to make bold decisions, and if they believe Nesmouth or another player can make the difference, it wouldn't be a surprise to see the team moving behind the scenes. What cannot be denied is that with Butler and Curry leading, the Warriors have once again become a team that no one wants to face in the playoffs. The balance between the experience of the veterans and the energy of the young talents could be the perfect recipe for another memorable campaign. And if there's one thing we've learned over the years, it's that we should never doubt the Golden State Warriors when the time comes for the truth. As the final stretch of the season approaches, the Warriors need to ensure not only victories but also consistency. The Western Conference landscape is becoming increasingly competitive, and each game could define the team's future. If the franchise truly wants to have a real shot at fighting for the title, it cannot afford to lose winnable games. The arrival of Jimmy Butler has already made a significant impact, but is that enough to elevate the team to a new level? Recent NBA history proves that winning teams don't rely solely on individual talent, but also on a balanced and deep roster. Golden State, despite having one of the biggest stars in the league in Stephen Curry, needs more options to ensure that the team can compete at a high level against the conference giants. The Denver Nuggets, for example, have a strong rotation around Nikola Jokic, while the Oklahoma City Thunder have shown great improvement with a young and athletic roster. The Warriors, to stay at the elite level, need to strengthen the group. That's why the possibility of acquiring a player like Aaron Nesmouth is gaining even more momentum. He would not only add firepower to the offense, but also help defensively. The big question now is the cost of this move. The Warriors have already given up some assets to bring Butler in, so would they be willing to sacrifice more pieces to seek reinforcements? An alternative would be to explore trades that don't compromise the team's future too much. Some names within the current roster could be used as trade bait to bring in players who can help immediately. And even if Nesmouth isn't the chosen solution, the fact that the front office is exploring ways to strengthen the roster shows that the team is not complacent. With the season reaching its critical point, the mindset needs to be aggressive, both on and off the court. But while the behind-the-scenes heat up with potential deals, the most important thing for the Warriors is to ensure that the team's chemistry continues to evolve. Butler's arrival has already made a significant difference, but now is the time to solidify the chemistry and ensure that the team is ready for the postseason challenges. And this directly depends on the performance of secondary players who need to step up. Brandon Podziemski, for example, has shown flashes of talent and could be a valuable piece in the playoffs. His ability to play different roles and his defensive intensity could be key in more contested games. Likewise, the frontcourt rotation needs to be prepared, especially to face more physical opponents such as the Denver Nuggets or the Minnesota Timberwolves. Another crucial factor for the Warriors' success will be the ability of Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler to share the team's spotlight. While Curry is the offensive leader and the main reference, Butler brings a more physical style and a game focused on contact and defense. This combination could be exactly what the Warriors needed to balance the team and become even more dangerous. And of course, we can't overlook the experience of Coach Steve Kerr. He has been through numerous playoff battles and knows exactly what it takes to win a title. His ability to adapt the team and make quick adjustments will be essential. If Kerr can get the best out of his players and find the best rotation for each situation, the Warriors will have a huge advantage. The question now is, will the team be able to maintain this growth until the playoffs? And could a reinforcement like Nesmouth be the missing piece? Regardless of what happens behind the scenes, one thing is certain. The Warriors are back in the hunt. The world of basketball is buzzing with rumors that could completely change the NBA landscape. According to recent reports, the Golden State Warriors, one of the most iconic franchises in the league, is quietly working to secure the signing of Kaisoto, the talented Filipino center, for the 2025 season. This move is not only a technical reinforcement for the team, but also carries significant cultural weight. If this deal goes through, the Warriors will further strengthen their connection with millions of fans around the world, especially those who closely follow Kaisoto's inspiring journey. Standing at 7 feet 2 inches, 2.18 meters, Kai automatically stands out on any court. His imposing presence makes him an intimidating player, but his difference-maker goes far beyond his height. What truly grabs attention is the combination of skills he possesses, making him one of the most intriguing athletes for NBA followers. On defense, Kai excels with his excellent reaction time and impressive wingspan, making life difficult for opponents and efficiently protecting the rim. But that's not all that makes him a valuable player. His offensive versatility is one of the most attractive aspects of his game. Unlike traditional centers, who almost exclusively operate in the paint, Kai has a reliable mid-range shot, allowing him to impact the game in various ways. This ability to space the floor is highly valued in modern basketball, making him even more interesting to NBA scouts. However, what makes Kaisoto a special player is not just his technical skill, but also his journey. Born in the Philippines, a country passionate about basketball, he began to showcase his talent early on, catching the attention of coaches and fans. His above-average height and natural skills quickly put him on the radar, but it was his dedication and determination that truly carried him forward. With the goal of reaching a higher level of competition, Kai made the tough decision to leave the Philippines at a young age to pursue an international career. His journey started in the Australian League, the NBL, where he faced challenges against experienced players and proved to be a reliable defender and a key player for his team. His ability to shine in crucial moments solidified his reputation as a promising player. After his stint in the NBL, Kai took his talent to the Japanese league, the B League, where he continued to evolve. There, he not only refined his game, but also became a representative of Filipino basketball on a global platform. His presence in the B League was a testament to his growth, both as an athlete and as a symbol of inspiration for young players in his home country. Each stage of his journey has shaped the player he is today, a complete athlete ready for the challenges of the NBA. More than that, he has become an icon of perseverance and overcoming adversity, a living example that talent combined with effort can take anyone to the highest levels of sport. Now, the big question is, how would Kaisoto fit into the Golden State Warriors? Over the years, the team has built its identity with a fast-paced style of play based on movement, spacing, and long-range shooting. However, one gap the Warriors often face is the lack of a dominant presence in the paint, a center capable of protecting the rim and adding new dimensions to the offense. Kaisoto could be the missing piece to fill this need. If signed, he would have a significant impact on the team's fast pace. His ability to grab offensive and defensive rebounds would give the team an extra advantage in quick transitions, one of the Warriors' strengths over the years. Defensively, his shot-blocking ability would strengthen rim protection, something the team needs to balance their game strategy. On offense, his ability to space the floor and finish well from mid-range would add a new layer to the team's offensive system. This would create more opportunities for perimeter players to explore their shots and open up new possibilities for team plays. This offensive versatility is exactly what could keep the Warriors at the forefront of the league. But beyond the impact on the court, Kaisoto's arrival at the Golden State Warriors would mean much more than just a technical reinforcement. For the large Filipino community in the Bay Area and around the world, this would be a historic moment. The San Francisco Bay Area is home to one of the largest Filipino populations outside of the Philippines, and Kai's presence on the Warriors would create a deep connection between the team and this basketball-obsessed community. Signing Kaisoto would not just be a strategic move to improve the roster, but also a reflection of the global identity the Warriors have been building over the years. He wouldn't just be a Warriors player, but an ambassador for Filipino basketball, representing millions of fans who dream of seeing an athlete from their country shine in the NBA. Anyone who thinks Kai's impact would be limited to basketball is mistaken. His arrival at the Warriors would open doors to numerous commercial and marketing opportunities, especially for brands looking to expand their influence in Asia. His popularity in the Philippines and other Asian countries would elevate the team's visibility to a new level. More than that, Kaisoto would be a major inspiration for young athletes around the world. His journey, from a boy in the Philippines to a potential NBA player, would show that talent and effort can overcome any barrier. This impact transcends basketball and reinforces the power of sport as a tool for change and inclusion. The potential arrival of Kaisoto to the Golden State Warriors wouldn't just be a transaction to strengthen the roster. It would be a symbolic moment, representing the growth of the NBA as a truly global league, where talents from all corners of the world have the chance to shine at the highest level. These were the latest news on our Golden State Warriors. If you liked it, give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to keep up with everything about the team. Leave a comment with your thoughts and opinions on the matter. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.